Yeah, welcome to my video. Now that I've created this topology for you, we are going to start the lab. Start. Let's rename this. The router 1 is ready. Let's open the ISP console, and then let's open branch 2 console. Open console. Branch 1. Let's start with branch 1. Let's do some basic configurations. Enable conf t. Let's give it a name, host name, branch 1. Let's do some housekeeping. Line con 0, logging, synchronous, do right. Okay. Let's configure the interfaces. Interface gig 0/1. We start with local LAN, IP address 10.1.1.1. 255, it's a /24.0, and we say no shut, do right. Let's go into interface gig/0, that's connecting to ISP, IP address 192.168.0.1, 255.255.255.252. Since it's a /30, and we say no shut, they do right. Okay, let's go to the ISP and configure the IP addresses as well. Here, enable conf t. Let's give it a name, host name, ISP. Let's do some housekeeping. Line con 0, login, synchronous, do right, interface gig, IP address 192.168.0.2, 255.255.255.252. So it's a /30, and we say no shut. We should be able to ping the other side of the router. So let's try that. Do ping 192.168.0.1. This should be successful. Of course, the first one will fail due to ARP. So let's go into the other one, the other interface, gig 0/1, IP address 192.168.1.1, 255.255.252, since it's a /30. Okay, I left the one, 252. Then we say no shut, do right. All right, that's it. Let's go on to and do the IP configurations. Enable conf t, host name, branch 2. Let's do some housekeeping. Line con 0, login, synchronous, and we do right. Interface gig 0/1, the one connecting to the ISP, IP address 192.168.1.2 /30. Let's do this, and it's done. And we say no shut. let's try to ping the other side. To ping, I always check connectivity before I proceed. 6.8, this should be successful. Yes, it is. Okay, let's configure the LAN interface gig 0/0. Then we say IP address and the 2.2.1/24 0 no shut. Okay, IP address, we didn't put that one right. .0. Yes, do right. Okay. Up to now, we are sure that these links are up and running, all of them, and we've done the basic IP address configurations. Right now, what we need to have is configure a tunnel between these two routers. So let's start with branch 1 before we go anyway. Exit, and we're gonna say interface. Sorry, my alarm goes off. Interface tunnel 1, and we say IP address 172.16.0.1. Let's say /30 255.252. Then we're gonna say tunnel source is, we are on 1, so tunnel source is gigabit 0/0. So interface source is gig/0. Then interface destination will be the IP address of branch 2 on gig 0/1, which is 192.168.1.2. Source. Okay, we need to go back into tunnel interface tunnel 1. Int tunnel 1. Then we'll say tunnel destination is 192.168.1.2. Okay, do right. Let's confirm that to show run pipe section tunnel. Okay, we are good. Say do right, and we go to branch 2, we do the same. Branch 2, we're gonna say interface tunnel 1. We give it an IP address of 172.16.0.2, 255.255.255.252, which is a /30. Then we'll say tunnel source will be gigabit 0/1 of branch 2. Then we'll say tunnel destination will be gigabit 0/0 IP address of branch 1, which is 192.168.0.1. Yeah. And we say do right. Okay, now that we have our tunnels here, I think we shouldn't be able to ping. If we try to ping the tunnel interface for branch 1 from branch 2, it should fail, I guess, because we do not have a route to the other network. Let's try that. To ping 172.168.0.1. We are on 2, so this is 1. That shouldn't work. Yes. Amazing. Yeah, that shouldn't work. So let's try do right. So this is the ISP. It's going to carry our traffic that we do not have any specific route to that. So let's create some default routes between branch 1 and branch 2. Let's start with branch 1. I always want to start with branch 1. Exit. You're going to say IP route. This is a default route. Next hop IP address would be 168.0.2, which is the IP address, ISP IP address. To right, do show IP route, because I need to see whether it's now in the routing table. Then we can see it here. Let's do the same on branch 2. Exit IP route. We're creating a default route, and the next hop IP address is 168.1.1, which is the ISP IP address. Do route. Let's see if it's in the routing table. Do show IP route. Okay, we can now see this one. We should be able to ping the tunnel interface on router 1. Let's see. Do ping 172.168.16.0.1. Okay, the ping is now successful. Now we have a tunnel that is up and running. But if we try to ping this local area network, it should fail because we do not have routes to that network. Let's try do ping 10.1 because we are on 2, so we are pinging 1 from source. Let's say from 10.2.2.1. This ping should fail. Okay, you can see it's failing already. Okay, the ping has failed. Amazing. Let's fix that. Do right. Let's introduce dynamic routing protocols on these two routers. Let's start with branch 1. Router, we're going to configure OSPF, router OSPF, process ID 1. Let's advertise the interface on the local area network 0, which is /24.255. Let's put it in area 1. Amazing. Let's advertise the tunnel interface, which is /30, and we put it in area 1. Okay, do right. Let's go to branch 2. Once we configure OSPF on branch 2, we should see neighbor adjacents coming up between the branch 1 and branch 2. Let's do that one. Router OSPF process ID doesn't necessarily have to match, but I'll just put that one. Let's advertise the interface on the local area network, which is /24. Let's put it in area 1. The areas have to match. Okay, we did something wrong here. There are a lot of zeros here. Let's delete these zeros. Okay, there you go. Then let's advertise the tunnel interface. Okay, which is a /30, and in area 1, we should see a neighbor adjacents coming up. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.